Oh shit, look who I found.
Hey, what up?
My boy Brandon Christoph. Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel.
For sure.
If you guys haven't. Does Blu-ray videos, stuff like us.
Stuff like that.
Got any Blu-ray pickups in mind, Brandon? Anything that, you know, sparked your interest through the ads you saw?
Nothing in the ads. Maybe just the 4Ks, you know, half price. 17 bucks, can't beat that.
How much are those usually then?
35.
Damn. So we are standing in line at the Beast. Best Buy. Not too bad over there, and comes to us right about here. So, what was our time last year? Said 20 minutes?
15 to 20, in that range.
What are you thinking this year? The same?
Well, he's trying to get another purchase that isn't movie related. Well,
yeah,
it's not Blu-ray related.
I gotta, you know, I'm gonna scope something out in there, then hope to find. You guys will see it later on in the video.
We just need it. The key is finding the stuff you need quickly and then getting in line, because the line's the wait. So.
Yep. $30 minutes?
30.
All right, guys. Did you get everything you wanted, Brandon, in there?
And more.
It wasn't, you know, I'm pretty satisfied. 30 minutes, I went to the back of the store, got something major for myself been wanting, and grabbed, I probably got 10, 11 blues, 80 bucks in blues there, and they were all hella good deals, so. Pretty stoked. Where are we going now?
Wally World.
Wally World opens at 6, so we got to stand in line a bit, but shouldn't be too bad, I'm hoping. Hopefully we can find the car. I know we had a bit of issues last year.
Yes, issues.
In the dark. I have night blindness or something. But let's do it. Walmart. No one wants to see you do the Shawn Michaels. Oh, there he goes. Are we going in over here?
Yeah, let's go in over here.
You know, not terrible out here yet, but we haven't entered the store. I'm only gonna, you know, last time, this is probably the worst experience of the Black Friday part. Last year was standing in the frozen food aisle waiting to get to the Blu-rays.
Looks like we're gonna be there again probably.
Same shit, different day.
The last few years.
But you know, that's what these Blu-ray hunts are all about, especially on Black Friday. You just gotta grab everything, you know? Sling it, sell it, whatever you gotta do. Outside of Walmart, got me some goodies. You know, it's that wait in the frozen food aisle that always sucks doing this. But you know, once you get in there, I found the last of a handful of Blu-rays that were in there for a great deal with a slip. God, I can't ever find my fucking car. Always a fucking issue. But we're going to be heading to Target. That'll be our last stop for tonight.
Always a bust, but we'll never know.
You never know. Never know. Alright guys, I am back at the crib. We had some technical issues. Me and Brandon actually did shoot a complete 10-minute thing of us showing off our pickups and all that, but had some audio issues with the camera. Couldn't hear anything we were saying, so sadly I have to do it this way, but I'm back at the crib now, all settled in. Gonna go ahead and show you guys what I grabbed during this Black Friday sale. If you guys want to see what Brandon picked up, make sure to go subscribe to his channel. The link will be down below. Make sure you guys check him out. Had a lot of fun with him on this trip. But let's go ahead and start these off. The first few here are ones that Brandon actually had snagged for me earlier this week because, Criterion sale is currently going on, and a few had been released that actually were out of stock on their site. So he snagged it for me. It's quite a distance for me to make it out to a Barnes & Noble. But he grabbed those, and then he grabbed this one here, which was just released earlier this week. A new film from this year, and I loved it, and that is Hell or High Water. Jeff Bridges, Chris Pine, Ben Foster. Very good film, in my opinion. If you guys have seen this one, let me know down below what you guys thought of it. I think I'd watched this one last weekend. Was the first time I'd seen it, and I'm ready to watch it again already. Just fucking really enjoyed it. Ben Foster kills it in this movie. Chris Pine and Ben Foster play brothers in this, and Chris Pine's character is trying to keep the land that I guess he had owned, or his family had owned or whatever, and they're going to lose it to the banks. They start robbing these banks, and it's pretty good. Jeff Bridges plays the sheriff of the town. Pretty awesome. Make sure you guys check this one out if you guys haven't. Next two here, like I said, from the Criterion sale, ones that I wanted to grab and was able to. First one here. Borderline masterpiece. Incredible film. Paul Thomas Anderson, can you guys release some more of his films to Criterion, please? And this one is Punch Drunk Love. Adam Sandler movie. Just hella good. Always really enjoyed this one. I actually just got rid of the DVD recently because it had never had a Blu-ray release. And thank you, Criterion, for giving it the treatment. Next one here is another Criterion, and it's a film by Noah Baumbach. It was just recently released. Make sure you guys check it out if you haven't. The Squid and the Whale, basically kind of loosely based on Noah Baumbach's life growing up in the 1980s as his family's going through divorce. Jeff Bridges plays his dad. I think that Jesse Eisenberg is kind of like Noah Baumbach in a way in this film, but really enjoyed this. I think this was only on a double pack Blu-ray, so it was cool that Criterion gave it the treatment. Squid and the Whale. Can't wait to revisit this one. Those were the ones that Brandon helped me out with earlier this week, so appreciate that, bro. Alright, I'll go ahead and start off with what I grabbed from Best Buy. I have 9 pickups here from there. I was pretty happy with their selection, actually. When I was looking at the ads, it wasn't that appealing to me, but once you get in there, though, it's an addiction, and you just can't stop grabbing things. So let's go ahead and get into this with what I picked up over at Best Buy. First one here, a film by M. Night Shyamalan that I recently watched during October and really enjoyed, The Visit. Was lucky enough to find this one with the slipcover. I think this one was like $5.99, maybe $6, but really worth a watch. Kind of found footage movie that I think he shot on a really low budget, kind of in his backyard or something like that. I think that's what I heard, but The Visit, really enjoyed this one. Let me know down below what you guys think. This next one here is a film from 2016 and is probably my favorite film of the year so far. Out of what I've seen, really enjoyed this one. Great indie film, directed and written by Matt Ross. Check it out if you guys haven't. Captain Fantastic. Sadly, they didn't have the slipcover for this one. Saw it at other stores, but it's one of those things. Is what it is. But Viggo Mortensen stars in this one. About a father who's raising, I think it's 6 or 7 kids, kind of off the grid out in the woods. They've never really experienced society in real life, and it's pretty interesting. Really loved it. Felt like it was pretty original. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe the script getting some kind of recognition at the Academy Awards later this year. That would be awesome. But Captain Fantastic, really enjoyed this one. Just let me know down below what you guys think of it. Next here, a movie came out last year, directed by Denis Villeneuve. Wasn't as big on this one as some of his other films that I've seen. Just saw Arrival and really enjoyed that film. Can't express how great that was. Yeah, this one is Sicario. Like I said, wasn't too big on it, but I'm hoping with the rewatch I'll enjoy it even more. And for $5.99, it's worth owning alone. You got Emily Blunt, Benicio del Toro, and Josh Brolin in this. And I believe Roger Deakins was actually the cinematographer on this, if I'm correct. Sicario. This film here came out earlier this year. Didn't really care for it. We did a movie trip on our channel for this one. Go check that out if you guys are interested. Out when we were out in Davenport hanging out with Seth. Me, Seth, and I believe Brandon was with us as well. My issue with this film was needed subtitles in the theater. You might know what I'm talking about. The Witch, $5.99 the slip. Probably make some money on the code. But yeah, The Witch, like I said, did not care for this one the first time around. But, my good buddies, the rest of the fellow scumbags, Matt, Filmies, and Seth, they pretty much all slapped this with the 5. They give this a masterpiece. They love this film. I'm hoping maybe on a revisit with the subtitles on, I'll be able to pick that up too. But The Witch, $5.99. This one also came out this year. They had it for $10 over at Best Buy. Hella good deal. I'm satisfied with it, and that is Star Trek Beyond. You know, when this was originally announced that J.J. Abrams would not be continuing directing this series, I was kind of pissed off about it, honestly. And when it was announced that Justin Lin would be taking over, I was really irritated. And I saw that first trailer, still didn't really care for it, but the film did come out and had pretty positive reviews for the most part, I believe. Don't know too many people that had too many complaints with this one, but I mean, I love the first two. I like the characters, the cast, the chemistry that was between all of these people in this movie. But yeah, I haven't seen this one yet. Looking forward to checking it out for $10 to complete the trilogy. Not bad. Star Trek Beyond. Another one that came out last year. They had for $5.99. This was a big surprise. I enjoyed it. There was a few scenes that were kind of questionable for me. Kind of looked like a rap music video at some points, which bothered me a little bit, but not enough not to own it. Been wanting it for about a year, but always just never see it on a good price. Tonight was the night to pick it up, and that is Creed. Follow up to the Rocky series. Apollo Creed's son, played by Michael B. Jordan, a bastard child actually, and he gets trained by Rocky. Pretty cool. Creed, $5.99 with that slip. Another title I had no intentions of picking up. They had it there for $5.99. I remember seeing a trailer for this and thought, I would check that out. Came and went really. I don't know too many people that talked about it, but just on the cast alone, I'll check it out. Seems like a feel-good movie. And that is The Intern, Rob De Niro, Anne Hathaway. I believe Adam Devine is in this too. Yeah, Nat Wolff. De Niro, one of his better films, not like a Dirty Grandpa, stuff like that. What has the guy been doing lately? Hopefully they get going on Irishman. Scorsese, get Pesci fucking to do it. But The Intern. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Don't know a whole lot about it. Pretty curious though. X-Men Apocalypse. Curious to check this one out. Like I said, enjoyed the first two. You got Fassbender, James McAvoy. The things that kind of worked for this, this trilogy of X-Men films, I think was the casting was so well done for the most part. But X-Men Apocalypse, let me know. What do you guys think of this one down below? And the other ones. What is your favorite X-Men movie? Mine's probably Days of Future Past. Really enjoyed that. So, X-Men Apocalypse. Like I said, there was a lot from Best Buy. This is the last one I grabbed there for $5.99. Also released last year, stars Johnny Depp, and that is Black Mass, where he plays Whitey Bulger. I was kind of in between when I first saw this. I was like, I'd revisit it. The only issues I had when I had originally seen it was how factual the movie actually was. I think I'd seen some Whitey Bulger documentary, once upon a time, so I kind of had an idea of the guy, and I feel like they kind of swayed from it just a tit in this movie. Solid performances all around, though. Worth checking out if you guys haven't. Let me know what you guys think of Black Mass down below. That was all the scoops from Best Buy. We transitioned from Best Buy over to Walmart, where we had to stand in line, frozen food aisle. A little bit too long in my opinion, but not bad. I think what I got was probably worth it. Got some good deals, so. First one here, a film came out this year, directed by Jon Favreau, The Jungle Book. They had this in there for $10, and I mean, I don't think you're ever going to see this movie at this price other than Black Friday. I think it was like $17 and at one store, and I think another store had it for like $27. So to snag this one for $10, pretty cool. I'm not sure that I've actually ever even seen the original Jungle Book or anything like that, so need to get on that, but cool addition to the collection for $10. Another Disney flick. I'm not sure. I think this one may have just came out or just got a re-release, but also $10. The last one I seen in the store. I got lucky as fuck on this one, but that is Beauty and the Beast. The animated. I've never seen this actually. I know they're doing the live action upcoming with Dan Stevens and all that, but yeah, want to check it out. I have a pretty decent Disney collection now. Not that I've watched any of them, but eventually I'll get on these. I'll probably get in like one of those animated movie kicks at some point eventually. But yeah, Beauty and the Beast, $10 on that. This would have been like $30 probably if I would have committed to a Disney Movie Club with it. This last one here from Walmart, another one that I had no intentions of grabbing, but why not? It's a cool slip, and it's got Blake Lively. And that is The Shallows, shark movie. You know, I hope I don't hate this. I feel like I'm going to watch it and really be annoyed by the shark. Let me know down below if the shark looks decent. Decent enough to pick up, decent enough to watch. Cool little slip, though, for like a movie like this. Kind of weird that it would get that. It does have the little certified fresh by Rotten Tomatoes, which doesn't really sway me to watch a movie either way, but Shallows, let me know. I mean, Blake Lively, $10, she can have my money. The last three here are from Target. That was the last store that we hit. We got pretty lucky, I would say, for, you know, shopping on Black Friday or Dark Thursday or whatever you want to call it. I think it was 3 hours between all three stores. You know, we had to wait in line a bit, but not bad. First one from Target that I got here, $5 title that was recently released to Blu-ray. Older film from the early 90s. Glenn fucking Ross. Believe this is actually based on a play. I've seen it once before on Netflix, I think, and I enjoyed it. I would revisit it for the 5, you know. Tons of great people in here. You got Kevin Spacey, Ed Harris, Al Pacino, Alec Baldwin. Is that Jack Lemmon as well? Yeah, Jack Lemmon. Alan Arkin, damn, yeah. Pretty damn good movie. I believe this was nominated for a couple Academy Awards back when it was released. Not sure if it won any. Glenn fucking Ross. This one here came out this year, directed by Jodie Foster. Not the best movie in the world, but I enjoyed it enough to, you know, own it and check it out again. It's got one of my favorite up-and-coming actors. I think the guy is criminally underrated. Jack O'Connell. Check the guy out in Unbroken. Really solid in this movie as well, and that is Money Monster. You know, sometimes George Clooney really bothers me, and he was kind of mixed in this movie for me. Like, I really just, you know, I liked him at some parts, and some parts I was like, dude, just shut the fuck up. But Money Monster. Let me know if you guys had checked this one out. Decent film for 2016, not my favorite. Maybe in the top 20 so far. I don't know. But Money Monster. Last movie I picked up here. Not sure how many I've grabbed tonight. Happy with the stack, though. But like I said, last one here, paid $6.99 for it. Another one had no intentions of grabbing. Just didn't own it in the collection. And, you know, I've been wanting to give this a rewatch, directed by John Landis. That is Animal House. Classic. This is the pop art slipcover edition. Do not own any of these. Probably worth it, though. Could be. It's always fun from what I can remember. Definitely want to revisit it. Animal House. Picked it up. $6.99. Pretty solid stack for Black Friday. I'm happy with it. Make sure you guys let me know down below what you guys grabbed on Black Friday. How was the madness? Was it as easy for you guys as it was for me? I'm happy with what I picked up. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys give it that thumbs up and stay scummy.